Right, good evening everybody. Yeah, I do sound good. Well, as best as I can anyway, because I'm still kind of like recovering with my voice a little bit as well. But welcome everybody, hope you're all doing good. Welcome to round number 9 of the RPM GT3 Championship, which we are at Imola. Unfortunately, as most of you will probably have been made aware, I am not racing tonight. And the reason for that is because of nerve damage within my leg. I started getting really bad sciatic nerve pain, and I have been getting it since Saturday. Now, it has become better since Saturday. It has improved. I have done some driving over the last 24 hours, but I don't feel 100% just yet, and to be able to do it. So we're going to be helping Nigel for tonight. So it's not just me. Paul Stevenson's also going to be helping out. So basically we're going to try and help him get a little bit more further up the field and try and give him as good of a strategy as possible. Obviously this isn't an easy track necessarily, but we've been putting in a good amount of practice with Nigel as well to try and help him out. So hopefully the race itself will be good. So let's get ourselves in to see how we all get on. Okay, expect loads of drivers to go out onto track immediately as usual.
Yeah, we're gonna wait.
Yeah, I figured much. Especially.
Where is... I don't know where.
Also, just one other little thing. I was hoping to be able to get the webcam working, but unfortunately, the webcam that I would have been using tonight is not working. So my main
run to the bathroom.
My main webcam.
Back in a minute.
That I would have been normally using. Obviously is working, but I'm not sitting in that same seat, so I normally use another camera, exact same one, but it doesn't seem to be working, so I'm not sure why. But yeah, but you should be able to go out now, Nigel. A little bit unfortunate timing. I wonder if Nigel's had to deal with something real quick. Because now everybody's going to be doing a lap. He's going to be doing one last lap. So, of course, with me not racing tonight, it does mean that we only have 3 Quest Motorsport drivers actually driving tonight. So, obviously, Nigel's driving. We've got David DeNeil, and we've also got Paul Davey as well. So, I think this is the lowest turnout for Quest Motorsport all season. So, my dad did sign up to the championship for this season, but he's not done a single race this season because he's just been so busy. With work and having to deal with other things in the background as well.
I'm already sorry.
So, you're good. Just obviously be mindful there will be cars just starting their hot laps.
Coming out now.
Yeah. Okay, you may potentially get one just before the braking zone. So if you let this next one come past.
I thought it was going fast. I was like, oh, God,
Yeah, I
can't
was
make it
thinking
turn.
that, to be honest.
No, this lap's not going to count.
Was that an off track, was it?
Yeah, the Villeneuve, yeah.
Yep. All right. Gap behind is 1.7. Just don't use too much of the tyre. We can use that a bit more for the next lap. Okay, all clear. Let's charge 3 seconds back. All clear. Okay, that's a good first competitive lap time on the board. Puts us P29. Slow car on the left side. All clear.
All right, Nigel, when you get to the final turn, if your dashboard is red, dive into the pits. We're going to reset.
Yeah, he's done 2 flying laps, so he's going to need to
Okay.
do a stop on this lap.
Yeah, bring it in. Al, I'm going to do some more practice after this race for RA.
Alright.
If you want to hop in.
I probably will do, to be honest, actually.
I'm going to drive the vet some more because it's really, really solid.
Yeah. Okay, so qualifying positions in bronze class. Of course, Daniil P1 in bronze. Keller is P2 in bronze, P5 overall.
All right.
P3 in bronze is P23 overall, Lucia Helmreichers. Then Veserek, who's P24.
All right, let's I want you to target a 43-second lap, 143. So we need to find a half second on the next lap. So let's head out, take it easy, warm the tires up, and we're gonna push on the second lap. So just put in a decent time on the first hot lap, but don't lean on it too much. Just get used to it, feel the car out, and then we'll push on the second lap.
Cars on pit exit. One
This is
more.
where I can't see shit.
All clear. Okay, all clear.
Yeah, slow car ahead. But we should be able to do 2 hot laps, which is right where you want it, right at the end of the session. You just lean a little bit, but don't push too hard on the first lap here.
Excuse me. I am obviously still having a slight little bit of a cough at the moment. I'm still recovering from, so apologies if I do sound a little bit on the throaty side. Obviously, it's not something that I would want to have, but, you know, but I'm feeling a lot better than what I have been, to be fair. Just also a bit of a shame that
you set up the exit of the final turn really well.
it's also a little bit of a shame that I haven't got
Get a good
a
run down the
webcam
front
working
straight
for
to start the lap.
tonight, because I very much would have loved to have had one, really. So I could have had one working, but it would have meant I would have had to have taken it off of its stand, and it's very annoying to put it on. I will be honest. So, and I'd rather not deal with that hassle if I can help it.
Alright, this is the only lap that's going to matter. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient.
Gonna keep myself muted so that way Nigel can just concentrate. The lap so far looks pretty decent. Oh, that's good. It is that little sequence there that is actually quite difficult for a lot of drivers. I found it quite difficult for a number of years. So you got that decently. This is overall looking good. So Vesarek at the moment, which is his championship competitor's P25 overall.
Beautiful lap, dude. Great looking lap.
To make the shortest distance to the line. Or hey, Rays goes P5.
.44.5. It's your best lap of the session. No, it wasn't. Sorry. It was close, though.
This is the thing with Nigel. He's very consistent. He is, which, you know, I can never grumble about. So... So, it should be just one more driver doing a lap so far, and that's Mark Mathis. There he is right now, so...
Yeah, I think I was maybe overthinking it. I think
yeah,
I went faster in practice than just.
There's a couple spots, 4, 5, and 6. You were pushing a little bit too much through the entries. But overall, it's a great lap, so doesn't matter. We're gonna get that top 20 today, as long as you stay out of trouble.
Good one.
Yeah, well, just do what we say, man. Just do what we say. If I'm telling you, hey, man, fix this, then that's what you're gonna focus on for the next lap, and that's it. And be patient. I can't say that enough.
I just need to write some of the dubs, and that way he
patient.
knows the final.
It's really easy to overdrive when you're excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good at that.
Everybody does it. You got your race set up on?
Yeah.
Okay. How many laps does it say you have on fuel?
22.2 at the moment.
All right, so 22-ish.
I've just sent you the shortfall fuel fill up with the numbers that Nigel's given me for the amount of fuel that he needs per lap. All you have to do is just convert the litres to gallons.
What would you say is the last fill up? Like, what lap do you think that'll be? What I need to know is if we're in traffic, if we can dive him into the pits to get him out of traffic.
Yeah, of course.
When can we do that? You know.
Yeah. So the total amount of laps it's saying to me is going to be 52. And
that's a really short stop at the end then.
Nigel, you said your fuel tank's going to last you 22 laps.
Yeah.
Right, so the second stop will be lap 44.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really short stop at the end.
Yeah.
So we could dive in early if we need to.
Yeah.
No question.
Just obviously bear in mind there will probably be quite a bit of hustling because of the lack of overtaking opportunities around the track. So there might be a little bit of dive bombing potentially at the start with drivers maybe coming from the back trying to get further up the field as quickly as possible.
1 and 2 is going to be a mess. This whole first lap's going to be a mess. So
yeah,
with the half-second delay, it's going to be hard to react to stuff. But
yeah,
I think we should be fine.
Yeah.
Don't force the car in anywhere you don't think, you know. Just be patient with it. Most of these guys will punt themselves off.
Exactly.
Great thing about starting in the 30s. Everybody back there is as bad as you are, so let them die.
We've been there before.
Oh yeah. That's what's so fun about pit starting enduros. Everybody at the back just kills themselves, and you end up top 10 in the first 5 laps.
Well, you know the ritual with Bathurst. We always pit start that. We do. And we find ourselves in the top 10 in the first 2 hours.
Oh, easily. Easily. Top 5 in most cases.
And 9 times out of 10, you'll have an absolutely massive wreck and a complete blockage of the track going up the mountain.
I did a supercar race there a few years ago. It was a full split. It was probably 1.5 strength of field at the time. I pit started. And mind you, supercars, which are really hard to drive, right? Yeah. I won that race by 3 laps.
Yeah, it's mental. It really is.
It is wild. I think I had the lead within the first 20 minutes because everybody crashed on the mountain. Yeah,
it's because they don't know how to drive that car. They try to drive it like a GT car. It's not a GT car.
The problem with Mount Panorama isn't ever the drivers. It's when somebody ahead of you crashes on the mountain, you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And you run right into them. So you'll get a 1-car crash on the other track will be 7 or 8 cars on Mount Panorama.
Yeah.
But in a league race like this, if you start towards the front, you can definitely get away without pit starting.
Yeah.
So, Alan, if we do the race on Saturday, you're starting that one.
Got it.
Because I just feel like you're a better starter than me.
And you know I love race starts.
Yeah.
Right, so 1 minute to green.
Every cutscene that it's going to on this camera view right now has got tire streaks and smoke going into a wall. So it's gonna be
oh yeah, by the way, I noticed this during this week. Have you noticed this as well, Paul? We now start the pace lap at Minerale on the entry to it instead of
Right.
just after Oriente Alta.
I never noticed it before.
Mm.
I call this the George Russell Straight. You know.
Oh yeah, we know. We know.
George Russell Straight right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, I think
Too
it's
soon?
especially never too soon.
Fuck George Russell.
Like, I think this is definitely a good idea for when there is multi-class racing, because the length of the track from the exit of Oriente Alta to the start-finish line was never long enough, because LMP2s love a gap, and because they love a gap so much, they then don't give the GT3s enough of a chance to be able to get a decent gap for themselves, and then all of them get going, which is
So
something
Nigel,
that you know I hate.
focus on survival in the first couple laps. I'm going to keep you out of trouble as much as I can. If I tell you to stop, like if I say stop, I literally stop. Because shit's going down in front of you.
Yeah.
And just remember, I've got a little bit of a delay, so I might be a little bit late telling you stuff.
Okay.
If you do have to go onto the grass as a last resort, just to make sure you don't get hit from behind or to, like, you know, miss somebody, do it. It's better off getting a 1X and keep the car clean than get ourselves taken out.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you got to do to stay alive.
Okay, just be mindful around this chicane, because it is going to be a bit tight.
Yeah, and we're probably going to get the green flag right at the exit of the turn, because we're so spread out here.
Yeah.
So be ready. Turn 1, I hope turn 1's a shit show. It's going to be fun if it is.
Right, so
ready?
I'm going to be looking at a few drivers a little bit further back to make sure that Nigel's okay.
Go.
Ooh, they're going quite early, are they? I guess. Yes, they are.
Right side.
Green flag, green
Right
flag.
side's clear. Wait for him. Right side's, you're all clear right now. Be careful, brake early into turn 1 here. Alright, right side. Right side clean, race, do the first turn. Right side, just keep it left, you're good. Keep it left, you're clear.
Right, that's a good start.
Good start, buddy. Freebie.
Oh, and that's Nuno Vinagre off already.
Alright, right side. You're even with him right now, so you're right next to
Oh,
him.
that's Nigel and Rudy.
Real tight. Still there.
They had a collision last week.
Still there.
There's somebody else
Another
off.
preview.
That's Rude
Still there.
Shaw.
Still there. Clear.
Yeah.
Good
Sensible thing, to be honest, there from Nigel. He's on the outside
If you
line.
said it was Rudy, I would have knocked him round.
Right, now careful for the checkup here. It's
Finger
very...
check. Jesus.
That caught me out a little bit. I luckily got away with it.
Yeah, I saw that. It's alright. We got a nice spread on the field here, and you gained 3 spots at the start, so.
Yeah, so we've gained some spots, which is good. We
pushing
started
into it a little bit more.
P33.
Start getting your qualifying laps going.
First 1X.
Whatever.
Class is already in the pits.
You have no threat behind right now.
So we're P30, so we've gained 3 spots. So that's a good start. Of course, still a very long way to go. We have got a few drivers around here that probably should be further up the field.
Ignore the guys behind you. I'll tell you when to worry about them. Just focus ahead. Just focus on your line.
Oh, Chris Linder now.
There's a bit of a fight going on right ahead of you here. I'm watching.
It's going to be a big check-up here, I believe. Oh, no, it's not as big as I thought. And so who is at the front? Is that just Stowe? That looks like it.
Alright, guy behind's got to run, so be ready for that. Focus ahead.
Shouldn't be close enough. If it was a bit closer, maybe.
Close to this group ahead of you, you're going to gain something from this. They're going to eventually run into each other, I think.
So who is this? We've got Vermeulen, Shafstra, Hankey, Justo, and Rombouts. So Rombouts is a lot further back than I expected. Wow, I missed the stop by 3 minutes. Hey there, Aaron. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Hope you're doing okay there, bud. Okay, they're grouping up
really hard on
bit.
hitting your own marks. Ignore those guys around you. Don't follow them.
Ooh, that's very wide from Hankey. Can Shafstra get a run? Not quite for the moment. It falls back in line. Nigel could potentially pass for Mugello into Variante Alta. If he can get the exit here well. Oh, Shafstra gets a bit of a wobble. Rudy should make that move potentially, but he's not even going to try it.
Whoa.
We'll have a look at the lead group in a minute and see how that is going on. Ooh, Rudy goes very wide.
So when you see him make that mistake on the second to last turn exit, set it up so you get a run on the final turn. Because you had a little bit of momentum there, so you could have used that to kind of get up on him a little bit, put pressure on him.
Or side-by-side moment through there.
Slow car ahead, maybe?
That's Hankey going a bit slow in his Ford Mustang. So by the looks of it, it's Rowland Dryker that is leading the race at the moment.
Rudy, you know he breaks early, so...
From Matev's Bass, who's doing extremely well. Kind of made his return to the series this season. And David Daniil is actually doing very well in P3 so far. Look at that. That Corvette just doesn't look very stable.
Keep that pressure on him, buddy. You're doing great.
Absolutely no pressure from behind as well, so that's good. So it seems like Rude Shaw's had an issue on the first lap, and he's now 2 laps down to the leaders. So he won't be able to get necessarily a run, because Vermeulen is also drafting from Hankey. Oh, Hankey goes very wide. That should slow down Vermeulen. Oh! That's another one. have a look at that one. Let's have a look at that one. So the Mugello obviously.
Careful of this Mustang, he's struggling.
So I'm gonna deafen that for the moment, and that way we can actually go over that. So what's happened here? So Nigel's gone into the back of Rudy, but could Rudy have done anything different? And should Nigel have backed out? Yeah, Nigel should have backed out a little bit. He's been caught unawares that Rudy is going a bit slow because Hankey made a mistake into the chicane, and that's what's happened there. So that will be an avoidable contact. You know, like you could say to Zachary, you know, like he is constantly making mistake after mistake, and it's put Rudy into wars there, unfortunately, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, somebody's gone way off. That's Rombouts. So let's have a look.
He's really bad into turn 1.
Oh, Lindenau's just gone off, I think, yeah. Just gonna have a look and see what Dobrats is doing differently to Nigel. So we do need to be aware that Rombouts is going to be coming back through as well. He shouldn't really be this far back to begin with, but I'm not sure if he's sustained any damage. We also got Rob Taylor coming through the field. That's another thing to keep an eye on. Okay, doesn't look that great through Oriente Outer. Does Hankey either. But the good thing for Nigel is that the next position ahead after Hankey is his championship rival Vesarek. So if Nigel can get that maneuver around Zachary, I will tell him that that is the next position. But it's just going to be a matter of when can he... Oh, there's an incident ahead. That is all clear. That's good. That's Lucia Heinrichs. Another bronze class driver. Oh, somebody's gone off there. That's weird. Okay, so that's all clear though. That's good. Yeah, that Mustang does not look very stable.
So your last lap was faster than your qualifying run.
Oh, yeah.
You're killing it, man. Keep doing it.
Oh, we've actually caught up to that group. It's quieting down a little bit. It's almost 15 minutes in. Just waiting to see when the next incident may happen. But then it could be a little bit more further up the field that it might happen. So it's 35 cars still on the lead lap. So there is a few drivers that have had incidences. Is Rudy one of them? Hang on a second. What happened to Rudy? I know he got tapped from behind by Nigel. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I guess it's because my, I've got a separate thing from iOverlay I have that gives me, like, the leaderboard, and it's, because it's trying to update itself live, it's not giving me the correct gaps for everybody. So Rudy is actually P41, still on the lead lap. It's only actually 2 drivers that aren't on the lead lap. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're that far back that the system is not reading it now. Let's see, where is Rudy? So yeah, so Rudy's all the way back here, so... Not enough of a run at the moment. I do feel that maybe Hankey's actually got a low downforce setup to help him on the main straight, and then he just sits on the corners. Oh. Oh.
Hello. Did he just flash for you?
Yeah, that was distracting. That's why I missed the turn, because he just disappeared.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, he's gone again.
Yes.
Typical
Little
miss
bit.
start.
Little bit dangerous, that is there. Jorge Razor's now just retired.
I think you could probably, you're getting close enough to him that you can make a move soon if you can get closer again. He doesn't seem to do well when you're right up close to him, so.
Well, I got close to him. I was hoping I could keep up with him and doing
Thanks,
his
dude.
lap, and then he started blinking, so... Yeah.
Walmart want from... Oh, Paul Davies already in. What's he doing?
Davey pitted.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself and just looking at that now. It's putting on a new set of tyres already.
Maybe just getting out of traffic.
Potentially, yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Nah.
Send it, send it. Ah.
He's losing it. He's losing it. Good. Okay, you're
Clear,
going to
clear.
get...
Bound to happen eventually. He was getting really pushy.
You was getting in his head a little bit as well, by the way, Nigel, so good job on that.
Yeah.
This is
You
the
know
one
what?
I want.
Yeah, I was just about to say, the next car ahead of you is Veserek. Let's go get him.
Just keep hitting your marks, man. Your laps are looking really good. You've been the fastest car in your group for a while now.
Thanks, Alan.
Excuse me. Just need to maybe watch the off tracks a little bit.
All right, no more off tracks.
Yeah.
What are you at right now? 9?
7.
Yeah, off tracks is on average is very high around this track. Because this track is quite a speed eccentric track. Around a good fair few of these turns. And you can easily cut a lot of these turns
Gap
to a
behind us
certain
over
degree.
a second, so you have no threat behind you.
Oh, they've all just had a crash behind. Absolutely no threat from behind. An incident just happened behind you.
I thought that I expected that. I figured when Jorn went to pass him, it would cause some issues. All right, let's get back into those low 45s.
If we can, I'd like Nigel to maybe try and even get into the high 44s. But I'm wondering if maybe he's just churning up his tyres just a tad too much. It's not an easy track, this track, at all. Especially when the track temperature is actually quite high. And it's not because of the tyre wear rate. Because the tyre wear rate on this track is actually quite low. It's a matter of it's actually quite easy to overheat the tyres. Because of how much speed you take through a lot of these turns. Especially here. You take a lot of speed through there. And then you're on the brakes. You're putting a lot of force on the car. To try and get it to stop. And then here as well. You're taking a lot of curb. Yeah, things are looking good at the moment. Just over 20 minutes gone. So we are P24 on the road. Class-wise, we've actually got past a fair few of the bronze class drivers. Because they've had incidents or they've made a mistake early on. So I think now we're actually 4th in class.
Good lap, good lap.
Oh yeah, that's about where we want to be. We do at least. It's 45.3s. That's about the slowest we want to be at the moment. I do feel that Veserek is now starting to put a little bit more speed on. But is he using up his tyres too much? That's the question. I think he's alright, actually.
So the guys ahead are running about 3/10 a lap faster than you, so let's see if we can find a couple tenths here and there without pushing too much.
obviously the unfortunate thing is we won't be able to actually see Nigel's fuel. But he did say to us that his fuel lasts about 22 laps. Ooh, a bit closer. I think that will be an off track there. It's gone all the way on the AstroTurf. Dobrat's behind, is catching up a little bit, so is Taylor. So Nigel is a little bit off the pace at the moment, but it might be a matter of that he just needs to have that stop. He's more than halfway through the first stint. I wonder if a good amount of the reason why we're not as fast is maybe because of the... Maybe it's to do with being on the brakes. Because Jorn is actually looking like he is pretty decent on the brakes.
All right, you're losing pace, man. Go back to where you were qualifying laps.
Yeah, and at the same time, Vasarek is just putting his personal best.
You weren't right up your butt right now.
Jorn just hit the sausage curb, I think, a bit too hard. Like, if I could see telemetry on Nigel's perspective, that would be something I could try and potentially help him out with. But because obviously where we're not directly spotting for him, we are only able to, like, spectate. There's not a whole load of information that we're going to be able to get. I do wonder if some of the front runners might start pitting soon. Because there'll probably be some drivers that will be looking to leapfrog somebody else. There is a battle for the lead going on between Andraika and Bass at the moment. I did think, where is Philip? Where's Ulrich? Okay, so Philip is in the race. He's P7, so... Oh, he started P15. That's why he's as far down as he is. He is gradually making his way through the field. Where's his teammate, Ulrich? Or did he put in a submission to say...
Give me at least 144 in this race, man, in this stint. I know we can do it. 44.9 is definitely in play here. There you go, you're getting closer. Same lap again.
Okay, we're matching the best lap time that he's done so far. He's a 10th up to Veserek on that last lap. And with that last lap, he's put Dobats into the clutches of Taylor.
How's the car feel, Nigel?
Okay when I'm not overdriving.
Okay. Well, we're going to be pitting in a few laps, so. From this point on, if you don't like the way a car feels, let me know and we'll dive in. How many laps does it say you have left on the stint?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about what is expected. You did say 22 laps, so about where we expected where fuel is concerned, which is good. So let's have another look. So there has been a few more drivers. Oh, Paul Davies actually gone a lap down. Why is he a lap down for? Let's have a look at his laps. It's a 3-minute lap time here. Did he already hit his incident limit?
A lot of people are pitting now.
That's very weird for Paul.
I was at 44.9. Let's do it again. Great lap.
Oh, he stays in the pits for a long
You're catching
time.
the guys ahead.
This year, so this is David and Neil just directly ahead of Davey at the moment. P3 overall, leading bronze class, ahead of everybody in silver class.
Watch, stay left, stay left.
He wants me to win silver.
Thanks, Aaron.
I'm pretty sure that is not the case there, Aaron.
All right, let's use up these tires, man.
Rene Rocco is in. I would believe that Dobrats has made his first stop. We've got, what, 2 more laps to go and then the in lap, at least. Yeah, you could have passed him if you showed up, but you didn't. I could have done the same thing, but I'm still kind of like recovering from the sciatic nerve issue that I've been having. So it's like today it's not been the greatest, but it's settled down this evening. I've been keeping an eye on the relative.
How's the traffic look? Let's
have a look. If we do pit, we are looking like that we could potentially be coming out of traffic.
Okay. How many more laps you got on this run? 2? 1?
This is 2.1.
Okay.
Just slipped to 2 now.
Okay, we're gonna box this lap.
Okay.
Think about your pit entry.
Oh, that is such a shame. That is such a shame.
The reason why is I'd rather do it when there's less traffic on pit road. Yeah, all the leaders are pitting. Tell me what your fuel is right now.
I've got a gallon remaining.
I mean, laps.
1.2.
Yeah, let's pit.
Everybody else is coming in, I think.
So expect traffic on the exit.
Okay.
Looks everybody in our group pitted at the same time, so this is great.
Yeah, just bear in mind, a few of the drivers that was behind us pitted last lap. So
they've been pitting really early.
Yeah.
We should come out in the top 25, maybe. Well, maybe not.
Okay, traffic on pit exit.
One more.
Okay, all clear.
All right, cold tires, so should be warm by the second half of the lap.
But guy just ahead of you has just made his tyres all dirty being offline. So he's not going to have any grip.
Alright, start pushing. Let's see those 44s come out, man. I know you got them in you.
I think this is the best opportunity to do it now. Leave Paul to do his thing. And then Nigel can start trying to push now a little bit. Just got to be mindful of those incident points.
Slow car on the right.
Ooh, that's a bit close. Oh, he's gone very wide. Unfortunately, because of the gap now that Vesrek has actually managed to get in between him and Nigel.
Left side.
Put Nigel at a disadvantage.
Hang on to it. Still there. Still there. Backed out clear.
It's a very good overtake. Jason made a very costly mistake. Thing is, Jason will now have to contend with... Oh no, not Andy. It's going to be Wombouts. I'm going to look behind there because that could start to get scrappy in a minute.
Jason was struggling earlier last stint too, so I'm not surprised. Oh, it looks like he had an issue behind you.
Surprised he didn't get a slowdown before he did, but I think he had a spin or something as well. So
Yeah, he's had a couple issues.
someone else coming out.
Yep. He's gonna be slow. Send him down the inside. You got him. Left side or right side? Oh, hang on to it. Left side. Left side. Left side. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Is it your bumper? Still there. Clear, clear.
This is not what Nigel needs, really.
Left side. Still there. Another one left side. Clear. Yeah, the guy behind you's got a bunch of front end damage.
We've lost a handful of time, but if we can keep up with these two...
Focus on your own lines. Don't worry about the guys ahead of you. Hit your marks. When you get a chance, turn off your tires.
Well done that.
Good. I think you're faster than David. We just got to get up to him. No threat at all behind. 1.4 behind.
It's going to be a good lap, hopefully.
Yeah, you're killing it, man. Nice. Do it again.
That was half a second quicker than Veserek on the last lap.
Thanks, Andy.
So we're past the halfway mark now, so that's good. Now, I know David Narbonne quite well. He is very good at fuel saving. He is. Even in the Audi, he's very good at fuel saving, he is. And don't let that iRacing fool you. He is quicker than that. He's quicker than 2.1k. What's your incident count at the moment, Nigel?
I just got one in that chicane. It's 9 now.
It's 9. Okay, copy that. Right, so it's 9 at the moment. So we've just gone past the halfway point. If the average stays the same, he will get 1 drive-through, which we don't want to have, really. But I think 4 of those incident points was car contact with Rudy at, in the starting phases of the race. So...
Same mistake twice.
At least I'm consistent.
Yeah, it's a bad mistake. It's costing you time.
Consistently make the same mistakes.
You're really, really settled in with the car really nice. It's just, you gotta be consistent. And get back on that throttle as quickly as you can everywhere. Even if it's just a little bit.
Dan Babbage is in the pits. Is that his 1 stop?
Freebie.
I'm having a look at that. No, he actually did a short fill. That's what he's done. He actually did a short fill. Oh, he's still sitting in pit lane. Oh, I guess he's maybe just carrying on the fill up.
I think you're carrying too much speed into those two.
Still there.
Everywhere else looks really good.
Oh, has Dan had an issue? Yeah, he's had some sort of issue, so that's Babbage out, which is very unfortunate. He's not had the luckiest of seasons, really, in the second half. Obviously, the midpoint of the season round at Spa didn't go the greatest. Obviously, him being part of the reason for me not even being able to start. And yeah, since then he's not had a great season. Start of the season he was doing quite well, actually, because like me and Dan's had fights with each other before on track. Like, we've always had good races together. He's just saving fuel. I wonder if Rude might actually just shoot it down the inside.
Here.
Down the inside of Jason behind. He did just set a new personal best. Thing is, Vasarek didn't have a great lap last lap, but I think part of that might be because he was getting passed by Rombouts. So he has slipped down a little bit. If Narbonne can help out a little bit and bring him a bit closer, it might bring us back into play. I reckon give Narbonne maybe another lap or two and he'll overtake. He might even get it down this straight here, which is potentially a bit too soon. Yeah, he's doing the move here. And I think Vasarek is just letting him have it, which is the sensible thing to do. I wonder if Vasarek has chewed through his tyres already. Or maybe he just doesn't have the grip levels yet that he wants. We are catching up, which is good. We are catching up.
Remember, don't chase him. Just keep focusing on your laps. You're catching him.
Taylor is in for his second stop.
Gap behind is 2 seconds, so no threat. You keep doing 44s, they'll never catch you.
So one driver that I do believe that Nigel won't be able to defend much from is near enough caught back up after his first lap spin. And that is Nuno Vinagre. Probably a driver that we would potentially have expected to have been towards the front in his BMW, as has Matev's Bass has been. But unfortunately, a first lap incident is always going to send you right to the back.
I've got a 1x on this lap, so I'm on 10 now.
What do you get, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just be careful. 30 minutes left.
It's 34.
I'm watching the guy ahead of you. If he catches his guy, it's going to slow them both down and you'll run right up to him. So keep this pace up. I keep looking at the standings going, oh, Nigel's right up on us. Oh, wait, we're watching Nigel.
Ooh.
I knew you'd catch right up to him.
Okay, just be aware the second car in this train is a laps car. Right. Now, ooh, Rude's coming in. Oh, lads,
He's getting out of the way. So.
Yeah. That's good.
Figured.
Well, has not had a good season at all. Hello, Marble. We're not doing too badly. We're P24 overall. P4 in class, batting for P3 with Nigel's championship rival. The pace has been a little bit on and off, but I think that's more of because of just trying to push maybe a little bit too hard at the moment. So it's causing the tyres to overheat a little bit. So we're just trying to bring that back a little bit, and that way you can cool the tyres down and then get that back into an operating temperature where, you know, he has optimum grip levels. It's kind of what we're trying to do at the moment. Like, we are catching him in areas. Like, this is the closest that we've been to Vassarek for a while. And we've only got this close because of a back marker. Really, so, but we're keeping up with a driver that I suspect might be fuel saving a little bit. But it won't be enough to be able to just miss the second stop, as far as I'm aware. He has managed to do it before. Okay. So we're coming up to about half an hour to go. So let's have a look at the leaderboard currently. Obviously, standings can change from now until the end. So at the moment, as things still stand, with 30 minutes to go, we've got Roland Dryker in P1, starting on pole and been leading throughout the race. Philip Schwerker started P15 all the way up to P2
force him into a mistake.
and has now started catching up to Raul.
Just stay close to him.
Slowly but surely. Matthew's Best doing quite impressive with P3 at the moment. Emma Keller is actually now P1 in the bronze class. So at some point has overtaken David. I wonder if maybe Emma may have done the short fill on the first stop, potentially. It's a possibility.
Thank you, Jeff.
But then it's possible that David's had an incident somewhere as well. I think this is the first time he's been legitimately challenged during the race by another driver in his class. The few races that he hasn't won has either been because he's had to make a third stop for a splash and dash and has not won, or he's had the early race incident at Spa. Otherwise, he's won every single race this season. He has legitimately. So it shows how fast he is in that car. But Emma Keller has actually put on a very good display overall there. So the gap between the two is only 5 seconds though. So it's not like they're too spread apart. But for David to be able to get to Emma, he will need to overtake Rene Rotker and Maximilian Müller, which both drivers are pretty quick. And then on top of that, he's got Rick van Ackeren and Leo van Stavelen behind as well. Ben Warren's not having the greatest of races considering what his pace was in practice.
David seems really inconsistent. He'll have like 5 or 6 good laps and then just drop.
Yeah, I was just about to say that he was leading his class earlier on. He's now dropped down to P2. So I'm not sure if maybe he's just got a little bit of damage early and he's not feeling comfortable with it, or whether it's just a matter of that he's trying to do something and the car isn't liking it.
Yeah, probably, but... Nigel, you're having a great race right now, man. Just consistent as hell. Really good laps.
Apart from the thing with Rudy, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch that. I think he might have cut across your nose, but I'm not sure. It might have been a racing thing.
No, he was a little bit slow because Hankey made a mistake in the chicane. Because I had to look back at it earlier. Hankey went a little bit slow because he made a mistake. Rudy obviously couldn't make a pass, so he got bogged down, and Nigel just hit his rear end and just brought him round.
Figured that's what I was saying, racing, isn't it? Probably. But knowing this league, they'll fucking penalize you 20 spots.
Oh yeah, they will. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, so that'll probably be a quality start for the next one.
Well, that one will be a minus 20 points and minus 5 to championship points. It won't be a warning, so.
Well, let's worry about it later.
Yeah.
You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Let's focus on that.
Just turning on my air conditioning unit because it is getting very warm in this room at the moment. Oh, we might go run here. I think Nigel should just go for it. If he gives him He gives him the spot on the inside, and he shouldn't do. Mind you, that was good positioning from Vaserek. Can he make the turn? Yes, he can. That was good positioning from Vaserek, because he managed to actually stay on the racing line effectively and didn't give really Nigel an option. That was good positioning of the car there. Not the greatest of turns there. I think Nigel's starting to chase just a little bit again. And that's because he knows how close he is. It's another good one there.
A few more laps left on this stint.
Oh, I think Vaserek went a little wide on the exit there.
So on the front straight, set fuel to 6 gallons. If you feel like you're being held up by these guys, dive in.
I'm glad he put it down to 6.1. I guess that's okay.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you feel like you're stuck behind these guys, we'll pit.
Oh, Vaserek's made another mistake. Vaserek is starting to make mistakes. Let's get into his head a bit.
How many laps do you have left on this stint?
There's 4.6.
Okay, so 4.
No, he won't.
It'll be a really short stop when we do it.
No, he won't be caught up by the leaders, I don't think. Because some of the leaders have already pitted for their second stop, Aaron. So Nigel should actually be okay because of that. He might come out in a little bit of traffic potentially, but it'll be minimal. I think it'll probably be just literally one driver on their own, maybe. And then another driver just a few more seconds up the road, if anything, potentially. Okay, Justo is in for a second stop. We're about to come up to 20 minutes to go. I do wonder if Nigel's actually saved a bit of fuel during this second stint. Oh, that looks like a group of cars all battling each other. Is that an incident that just happened? Don't know. Let me go back and have a look at that. It's Casper. Oh, was that with Leah? Was that with Leah? Yeah, that was with Leah. And you know what? That's on that might. Let's see.
Keep it close to him. Keep that pressure on him.
Yeah, that's on Casper. He's moved on the braking. Yeah, he's moved his trajectory. So this is why I'm saying this. Some people might actually say this is Leah's fault, but I don't think it is. So the reason why I say that is because of this. So Leah is not quite far up alongside just yet. She makes her move here. At this moment, she's signaling her maneuver from here. Casper moves under braking as if Leah isn't even there. They don't even get to the turn before they make contact. So that is actually on Casper, I would say. It's very unfortunate on Leah, that is, really. I'm not sure if she's just hit her instant limit.
Patience. Just keep on that 44 pace. Let's focus on that.
Yeah, it did a bit. Yeah, exactly. It is getting a bit silly, isn't it? With some of these type of like penalties, it needs to be looked at on the other side. Can they do something to prevent the incident? When it goes, yes, they can very easily have prevented it, but they did what they did anyway. It should be thrown the other way. You know, and it is starting to get a bit silly. Okay, Ron Bounce is in. The third car in this train that's about to start up is a lapped car.
So, quick note, there might be a chance when we come out of the pits we're going to be in the lead pack. So, it might suck for a lap or two. We're stretching this out as long as we can.
Lapped car ahead. All clear. Right, that's good of Rasmus. Understanding what's going on around him. Doesn't have to do that, bear in mind, until the car that is trying to lap him is actually alongside. So him doing what he's just done has actually allowed both Nigel and Peter to actually just get on with their race. You know, but just to put it into perspective, he doesn't have to do it. he's just giving that respect there that he's not racing anybody really effectively right now, but these two are.
The leaders have pitted.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna box this lap.
Sharples is in. Yeah, Casper's.
I've only got 1.2, so I kind of have to.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reminding you.
Okay.
That's what I do. Need a really good in lap here.
Oh, that was a little close. That will be another off track. Oh, he's going round.
Right.
Nice.
That works.
That's the one and only mistake the Vesrek has made properly all race. And it's cost him a podium.
So I
in
made
class.
that mistake and failed enough to give me enough space to avoid him. That's what that was. So
Yeah.
You thought that mistake was a mistake, but it was.
Yeah. All right, don't forget to box.
Box, box.
Wow, that came through my headset.
Yeah. I was waiting for the moment to use it, and I wanted to use it, and I've used it, so I'm happy. Yeah, and I think that is part of the problem. That is part of the problem, that is. Okay, Vesarek is
Back
in.
traffic on the exit.
All clear on exit.
Do the whole track to yourself. They've worked out nicely. So if we get right back on pace and we start hitting those 44s again, I think we can catch the guy that was ahead of us at the pit entry. Because you got empty track and he didn't, so.
Let's have a look. So, David Ninel was actually P1 overall, but he's still yet to make his stop. And McKellar is P2 in bronze. And yeah, Nigel's now P3 in bronze at the moment. And Peter Vesarek is P4 now. So yeah, overall, Nigel's actually done very well. Like, he started quite far back, he did. Overall, he started P33 overall. But he quietly has been making gains during the race through others' mistakes. Which is never a bad thing.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, I'm just letting you drive, dude.
But I had it go like someone left and then join back again for me, so I thought I was on my own for a sec.
Oh no.
Yeah, Nigel's actually done quite well. Not quite the top 20 that we wanted, but, you know, considering that there has been some difficulties, this is a track, I will say, demands a lot of confidence of the driver to become good at it. You know, it's taken a lot of laps for me to actually become decent at this track. The same with Dub as well. Dub is actually pretty decent at this track. So to actually be directly in the middle of the pack and be P3 in bronze class is actually quite a good step in the right direction. So hopefully I will be back to racing next week. I do need to try and get a bit of strength in my right leg again, because it is still causing a little bit of grief. For those of you maybe tuning in, don't know what's been going on, reason why I'm not actively racing tonight is because I am still effectively recovering from sciatica. My sciatic nerve, I started playing up really badly on Saturday morning. I actually could not get out of bed. It was that bad. So what was a day of, I'd take my mum to work, I'd then go back to bed to sleep for a few more hours, then wake back up a few hours later, pick my mum up, and then we was going to be going to a summer barbecue to celebrate all the new players coming into my local ice hockey team. That unfortunately did not happen because of my sciatic nerve playing up. So it ended up being that my mum actually said to me, just go straight back to sleep, which I did for another 2.5 hours to 3 hours. And pretty much all day Saturday, I barely did anything, really, to be honest, other than just sat downstairs doing pretty much nothing, really, to be honest. Like, I was in that much pain. So it's definitely not something that I would want given to anybody. I'd like this is something that, you know, it should give me a bit of a wake-up call in saying I do need to look after myself better, because I don't. You know, like, my main problem is I know I love my food a lot, you know, and that is the reason why I'm the size I am. You know, and I do always make the joke of more meat to love, which is funny in a way, but it does get a little bit old after a while. But I do need to start actually moving about more. I do, really, to be honest. We've got a very nice healthy gap to Vasarek. He's like 4 positions below us, and he's 14 seconds
It's like a
behind.
5-car group ahead of you that's pretty close to each other. I'm hoping we can get something out of that.
You want me to keep an eye on that in case there's any incidents between them?
No, I can see it really well.
Alright, copy that.
They're all within a half second of each other. They're not right on each other.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping somebody makes a stupid move towards the end.
I can guarantee you now, Rob Taylor won't be the one that does it.
Aw.
That's a guarantee. Although with Mark Mathis and Daniel Justo, that's a different story. They may try it. Let's have a look at that leaderboard one more time with coming up to 4 minutes to go. David Denil has actually now managed to get back ahead of Emma Keller. So I'm wondering if maybe Emma just short-fielded a little bit for that first stop. And now they've swapped back around. The shocking thing is that Marcus Bruhella is actually first place in silver class, but it's got Leah breathing down his neck. Oh, they're side by side right now. Oh no. Oh, they made contact and Marcus just gives her too much room. Yeah. That's P1 in silver class, that was. That was that move. Darren Sharples isn't too far behind, bear in mind. That's a 6-second gap. That is, although he's got Rick Van Ackeren 4 seconds back before Darren Sharples at 5.5. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, so now Leah Van Semelen's now got the lead of the silver class, so that's good for her. Ryan Walker's his first race back for a long time.
How many laps do you think was left?
2, maybe 3. 3 minutes to go.
I got estimated 2.2.
Yeah, you should be fine. You get 10-second gap behind you, so.
I don't know.
If you run out of fuel, you can blame Alan. It was his numbers.
Okay.
Might be tight. Yeah, he actually doesn't. Wow, okay.
This should be your last lap.
Nope, so I'm gonna have to pit.
Ah, shit. Al,
Yep, Roger. Yep,
you shorted us on fuel.
my bad.
Just lift and coast a lot.
You won't be able to save that much across 2 laps. So just do what you're doing now and just have to spit for the splash and dash.
Make sure you turn off tires. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. That's why I hate not having my information.
Mind you, I think it was pretty close for the lead and not actually getting that extra lap. I think it was literally just a few seconds.
Yeah. Do you think you can make another lap?
Let's say I've got a 0.1 a gallon left. I'm literally about to run out.
Tires off.
Yeah, they are.
You know what, man? No, honestly, that was a really good race from you. As far as your pace goes, you're right where you should be. Really good race. Bad call on the strategy. It's our fault.
Where would have I finished if I'd
23rd.
No, I meant like in bronze.
You would have finished P3. Okay, these lot need to get it out of your way because you are effectively still racing. So they need to stop this weaving. Alright. I'm going to put in a report of protest on Philip.
I don't think people realize that he's still racing, so... It's... Let's
that is a bit...
yeah,
this race is over for them, but not for Nigel.
They don't know that.
No.
That's not... they don't know that, dude.
No. If they cause a collision, if they cause a collision, then
yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Let's just nobody expects somebody to be coming out of the pits on the last lap.
Yeah.
Good job you didn't get too excited there, Ben. I've been nursing 40NX for the last hour.
When he crossed the line beyond the leader, that's...
No, Rob!
That's it, right? Well, according to them drivers, that's over, yeah. But obviously Nigel crossed the finish line before Raul did, so he's effectively still racing.
Please
do that on the middle guy heads out of fuel.
Freebie!
Hey, freebie!
Oh, wait a minute, there's another one!
Yeah.
Freebie!
We weren't the only ones.
You see, the difference is we were smart. We actually pitted for a little bit of extra fuel.
Well, I literally ran out coming into the pits. I had no
Yeah.
to make it round.
Yeah.
It's
Nigel.
just a shame, but never mind.
Yeah.
It was a great race, buddy. Honestly, you were really consistent the whole time. I don't think finishing position here matters. I think you were really consistent the whole time. That's what we were going for. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose it's still a top 5 in bronze, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. He's a top 5 in bronze.
would have been another podium, but
Oh
never
well.
mind. Probably lost second in the championship, but as long as I finished.
Let's have a
top
look
three
at
in bronze.
what it is at the moment. So, bear in mind, don't forget you still got your drop points. Don't forget. So this could be one of your drop point rounds, potentially. I'm not sure what the two that you have had before is like. So, it depends on
one
what.
of them was, I think I finished quite far down with that one, and then I don't know, it might last week might have been. So.
Potentially, yeah. I know you DNF'd at Spa because so did I. So did David Daniil.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's still a good race overall.
Great race.
How many cars were in the race?
There was 43 cars that entered. And out of those cars, 35 finished.
We finished 26. So.
Yeah. So definitely not too bad. You know, like we always know, like David Daniil gets extremely far ahead because he starts to right towards the front. But you had somebody else to keep him company for once.
Yeah.
He did. So he actually got given a battle for the first time this season in class throughout the race.
Hey, man, I beat him a couple of times.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But that was that one with Rude.
That was quite early, that was. I think
like lap 3.
Let me go and have a look.
4.
Lap 5. Lap 5 was the incident. So yeah, so I'm just having a look back at it now. I am. So you're following Rudy through the chicane. Zachary Hankey goes very wide, so he slows up a lot. Rudy tried to get back onto the racing line, and I don't think you realise how much slower he is. There might be some that might be a little bit sympathetic to you and actually say that maybe Rudy came onto the racing line when he wasn't up to speed as well, necessarily.
I think most people hate me, so... yeah.
No, you're not here to make friends, right?
No, exactly. If somebody gets in your way, just, you know, give them a little bit of a bump and run.
Get out of the picture.
That's all you have to do, really, at the end of the day, so... But, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't brake or anything, so it's hard to judge that.
Yeah, all he's doing is just going a little bit slower because he was offline and he tries to get back onto the racing line, which really maybe, like, you could say that maybe he should have just kept to his line, really, because, you know, he's directly behind somebody else anyway, who's also going slow because he made a mistake. But, yeah, it's up to the stewards at the end of the day to look at that. Like, I don't expect it to be too much, really, other than they will...
If he changed gear or something, he goes down by a mile per hour and then he goes back up again.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sort of lets off to try and get back in or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
It might have been.
You can see the difference, though, the way how much the guy in the Mustang is pulling away from him. So.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, he was making tons of mistakes, he was early on. So, it was going to be a matter of time before you overtook him anyway.
Yeah,
Race control scoring has ended.
All right, gents. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some practice later.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to start nipping off because I need to go and order myself some food. So, I'll speak to you guys a bit later, maybe. If not, I'll speak to you guys probably tomorrow.
Okay, see ya.
Speak to you later. Right, I'm going to deafen myself. They will probably disconnect from Discord in a little bit. But yeah, thank you ever so much for everybody tuning in. Obviously, it's a bit of a different stream compared to what we normally do. Because obviously, I'm not actively racing tonight. Obviously, recovering from my sciatica. I'm hoping that I should be able to race next week. I'm hoping I can actually race tomorrow, in fact, actually. Like, there is a possibility I might even try and do one late tonight. Depending on how I feel, because it hasn't felt the greatest today, I'm going to be completely honest. really, to be honest. During the afternoon, it was hurting quite a bit. But I think it was just more of a dull pain than anything else, really. Just got a bit numb. So, hopefully, everything should be a lot better in the coming days. No, Nigel actually crossed the start-finish line before Raul did. So he stayed on the lead lap. Yeah, he's actually crossed the line before Raul did. So only by about a few seconds or so. But because obviously the start-finish line is... well, the finish line is just before the second little kink on the start-finish straight. And the pit exit line is a lot further up. And so that's where the issue was. So, but yeah, he got allowed to do the extra lap because of that. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you ever so much for everybody coming over to the stream. Even though I'm not racing, I'm hoping that I will be able to race maybe even over the weekend, if not tonight or tomorrow. Obviously, I won't be streaming even tomorrow. Because if I am going to be doing a race tomorrow, I want to be making sure that I'm at least comfortable, really, to be honest, during the entirety of the race, really. So, if obviously I'm not going to be 100% comfortable, I will quit the race if I'm in the middle of one. You know, it's not going to be fair to anybody, really, if I'm in agony and I'm trying to race through it. It's not going to be fair on anybody. So... But yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody, for support. You know, not just from me, but from all Quest Motorsport. Hopefully, I can race next week. Next week is at Road America, which should be a fun race, hopefully. So, but yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I'll see you over the weekend. If not, I shall see you next week. For now, have a good evening.